Well, house gets, huh? And who might you be? No, don't tell me. You're traveling in disguise. No, that's not right. You're going on a visit. No, I'm wrong. You're running away. Professor Marvel never guesses, my dear. He knows. Now, why are you running away? No, don't tell me. They don't understand you at home. They don't appreciate you. You want to see other lands, big cities, big mountains, big oceans. He's perfectly welcome. As one dog to another, huh? Yeah. Do you know any? Oh, you mean the thing? Yes. Well, I never do anything without consulting my crystal first. Here, sit right down here. Now just make yourself comfortable while I conjure out of the air, out of thin air, this very genuine, magic, authentic crystal used by the priests of the Isis and Osiris in the days of the pharaohs of Egypt, in which Cleopatra first saw the approach of Julius Caesar and Mark Antony, and so on, so on. Now then, you just hold out your hands and help me look into the future. Now you better close your eyes, my child, for a moment, in order to be better in tune with the infinite. We can't do these things without reaching out into the infinite. That's right. Now, you can open them. We'll just gaze into the crystal and... what's this I see? A house? With a picket fence. Oh yes, there's a woman. She's wearing a polka dot dress. Her face is careworn. Yes, her name is Emily. Well, I can't quite see why she's crying. Someone has hurt her. Someone has just about broken her heart. Well, I don't know, but it's someone she loves very much. Someone she's been very kind to. Someone she's been taking care of in sickness. Oh, well, that's not what the crystal sees. I don't see any of that in the crystal. All I see is a woman who does the best she can and misses you something terrible. Yes, she's... What's this? Why, she's putting her hand on her heart. She's dropping down on the bed. But what's this? I thought you were going along with me. Goodbye, safe journey. Better get the horse under cover. There's a storm blowing. A whopper. Poor little kid. I hope she gets home all right. Little girl. Oh, I hate to think of the kid out all night in the storm. Wait. There she is. She's got a lump on her head, like an ostrich egg, but the skin ain't broken. Oz? My first name's Chester, but you can call me whatever you like, my dear. Sounds like a bad dream. Well, now, let's not get personal. I am Oz, the great and powerful. Who are you? Who are you? Silence! The great and powerful Oz knows why you have come. Step forward, Tin Man. You dare to come to me for a heart, do you? You clinking, clanking, clattering collection of collisionous junk! Quiet! And you, Scarecrow, have the effrontery to ask for a brain, you bellowing bale of bovine fodder? Enough. And you, lion, well... Silence, whippersnapper! The beneficent Oz has every intention of granting your requests. But first, you must prove yourselves worthy by performing a very small task. Bring me the broomstick of the witch from the west. Bring me her broomstick, and I'll grant your requests. Now go. I said go! Step forward if you dare. Can I believe my eyes? Why have you come back? You liquidated her, eh? Very resourceful. Not so fast, not so fast. I'll have to give the matter a little thought. Go away and come back tomorrow. Do not arouse the wrath of the great and powerful Oz. I said come back tomorrow. Do you presume to criticize the great Oz? You ungrateful creatures, think yourselves lucky that I'm giving you audience tomorrow instead of 20 years from now. Oh, the great Oz has spoken. Now go. Oh, pay no attention to that man behind the curtain. The great Oz has spoken. Well, I am the great and powerful Wizard of Oz. No, I'm afraid it's true. There's no other wizard except me. Yes, it's exactly so. I am a humbug. Oh, no, my dear. I'm a very good man. I'm just a very bad wizard. Why, anybody can have a brain. That's a very mediocre commodity. Back where I come from, we have universities where men go to become great thinkers, and when they come out, they think deep thoughts, and with no more brains than you have. But they have one thing you haven't got, a diploma. Therefore, by virtue of the authority vested in me, by the Universitatis Comitiatum e Pluribus Unum, I hereby confer upon you the honorary degree of THD. Yes, that's a Doctor of Thinkology. Well, you can't. And as for you, my fine friend, you're under the unfortunate delusion that simply because you run away from danger, you think you have no courage. You are confusing courage with wisdom. Back where I come from, we have men who are called heroes. Once a year, they take their fortitude out of the mothballs and parade it down the main streets of the city. And they have no more courage than you have. But they have one thing you haven't got, a medal. Therefore, for meritorious conduct, extraordinary valor, conspicuous bravery against wicked witches, I hereby award you the Triple Cross. You are now a member of the Legion of Courage. And as for you, my galvanized friend, you want a heart. You don't know how lucky you are not to have one. Hearts will never be made practical until they can be made unbreakable. Back where I come from, there are men who do nothing all day but good deeds. They are called good deed doers, and their hearts are no bigger than yours. But they have one thing you haven't got, a testimonial. Therefore, in consideration of your kindness, I take pleasure at this time in presenting you with a small token of our esteem and affection. And remember, my sentimental friend, that a heart is not judged by how much you love, but by how much you are loved by others. Oh, yes, Dorothy. Well, you forced me into a cataclysm decision. The only way to get Dorothy back to Kansas is for me to take her there myself. Child, you cut me to the quick. I'm an old Kansas man myself, premier balloonist par excellence to the Miracle Wonderland Carnival Company. Until one day, while performing spectacular feats of the stratospheric skill never before attempted by civilized man, the balloon failed to return to the fair. Frightened? You are talking to a man who has laughed in the face of death, sneered at doom, and chuckled at catastrophe. I was petrified, and then suddenly the wind changed, and then the balloon floated down into the heart of this noble city, where I was instantly acclaimed Oz, the first wizard deluxe. Well, there were a few luxuries went with the job, and I took it anyway, retaining the balloon against the advent of a quick getaway. And the balloon is ready for the flight, and in that conveyance, my dear Dorothy, you and I will return to the land of E Pluribus Unum. Citizens of Oz, I, your wizard, am about to embark upon a hazardous and technically unexplained journey into the outer stratosphere. to confer, converse, and otherwise hobnob with my brother wizards. And I hereby decree that until that time, if any, that I return, the Scarecrow, by virtue of his highly superior brains, shall rule in my stead, assisted by the Tin Man, by virtue of his magnificent heart, and the Lion, by virtue of his courage. Obey them as you would me. Thank you, my friends. And now, I think it's time to cast off. Climb aboard, Dorothy. Don't let go of the rope. This is highly irregular procedure. This is absolutely unprecedented. I can't come back. I don't know how it works. Goodbye, folks.